Hello, Married at First Sight family. Let's get some gossip on about last episode. Yes, let's talk about these folks like we sitting around a table or on the phone and hey child, So anyway, got me some little notes, So I was trying to watch and I wanted to kind of keep in mind what I'm doing. Look, it's just a sign. I'm in the kitchen. I was gonna go out on the deck, but the cicadas are so noisy until you probably wouldn't have heard me over them. You would have been like, what jungle in Africa is she in? Because you think jungles are only in Africa. They're in other places, but hey, we're thinking Africa. So anyway, I just came and sat beside that door that leads out to the deck. And I would have liked to have gotten it earlier, but I was busy and I'm thinking, well, tomorrow we'll be grilling and stuff for Labor Day. So, I'm not going to be grilling my husband. He'll be grilling. I'm just going to be eating. So, anyway, it'll be pretty out there tomorrow. But after I finish, I'm going to braid my hair up. And I may or may not take it down tomorrow just to sit out there by the grill. And I work at home every day, so yeah, I've been wearing like not a bonnet, but one of those little, what they call them, turbans. So anyway, let's get into the business of what's going on with these folks at Married at First Sight. Okay, now I've told you all in my videos that, the ones that I've done, that I've been married for 19 years. In fact, we celebrated 19 on July 27th of this year. And I think the first episode happened that week. But, we had took a trip and I was not, well, I thought I would do it on the trip, but I decided not to. I decided to enjoy my trip and we did. We had a great time. I don't drink, but I bought some of that 1800 pineapple. Yes, I almost drank the whole bottle. And let me just tell y'all something. I have a high tolerance for liquor because I did not get drunk. In fact, I had to stop myself from drinking the entire bottle because it was so good. So if you're not a drinker and your spouse or somebody drink, or you want to think you want to drink, just try a little bit of that. You can try it on the rocks. I'm ordering like I know how to do it. I always want to be a bartender, but don't know how to drink. But anyway, so I'm looking at these episodes and I just think, if this is why people are getting divorced, then I should have been divorced over 19 years ago. I should have probably gotten divorced after, probably shouldn't have got married. Probably shouldn't have stayed divorced over a week, a month, a year. I don't know. But if I went like these people and the things that they want to take as reasons for not to be married, then I would have been divorced. Everybody would have been divorced. People who are married and stay married for a long time, in the words of my husband, him and his wise self, people who stay married for a long time eat a whole lot of shit. Ain't no other way to say it. I don't even curse, but I sound like I did, didn't I? Because I just did it. So, you just have to compromise. The things that they're arguing about, some of it is stuff that's where men are different than women. Because they haven't been together long enough for it to really be a problem, the things that they're saying. So let's start with Merla. I like Merla. Merla, am I saying her name right? And I like Gil. I think that they are a classic couple that you're going to see if you look at most people in the world. Because women, we love to complain about everything. I'm trying to stop because I think I'm a positive person, but I do complain. When I drive, I complain. When I watch TV, I complain. Not just the news, but some of the stuff they have on. I'm like, do they really think I fell for that? Do they really think I'm that stupid? Do they? Just complain. And you need a guy like Gil who can kind of seem as if he can laugh it off and dismiss it. Or no, oh, well, this is just the way she is, but I love her anyway. No, he's not at the I love you, because they're just a week as far as where we are. into this marriage. So, excuse me, it can be dismissed. You know, can I just say this before I get into a whole lot of what I'm going to say? I have seen people stay married and a person is beating them, cheating on them, a whole lot of craziness. And I've seen people stay married longer than people who disagree because she shops too much. I don't like the way she cooks, smiles, laughs. You know, I've seen people stay together longer. So a lot of these things that people are finding reasons to get divorced over, it just really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You just don't want to be married. And if you don't want to be married, be honest and say, I don't play well with others. Just say that. I don't play well with others in my living space. And so I need to be single. Because then if you go get married to somebody else, it's going to be the same. Especially if you have children. The only time where it probably wouldn't matter is if you're so old that you're just so tired that you're just like, okay, whatever. But outside of that, it's always going to be something. So, in my little notes, I got down here that when they moved into the apartment, Mirla likes the place. It's a nice place. I mean, just the windows and the view is a nice setting from what I can see. And Gil is a man that doesn't care. Well, he was brought up poor, she was brought up poor. Who wasn't brought up poor? They said most of us in America are poor. But who are you comparing it to? Really? Because whatever community you were raised in, everybody's on the same level. Somebody may make a little bit more money, but it's not a whole lot more. If you're living in the same neighborhood, chances are you all make the same amount of money. So if you're poor, guess what? All your neighbors, all your friends, and everybody that lived around you were poor too. So if you want to live better, there's nothing wrong with that. So that's why I'm so in agreement with how Marilyn wants to live her life. She has worked hard. She's got a good education. She makes good money. And I don't think the money that she's making from what she does is interfering with if she wants to wear a red bottom, a beige, a purple, black, whatever kind of bottom she wants to wear. She doesn't have any children. She's of a certain age. Why wouldn't she? If she didn't buy the things she does, it would be a shame. It was like, girl, you young, single, free, no children. Why wouldn't you go buy some red bottoms? Why wouldn't you go buy all the Louis Vuitton if that's what you want? Regardless, even when I was single and didn't have children and made good money, because I always have, I've never been a Louis Vuitton. I'm not against them. I've met some of the people in the family, actually, because, just anyway, some associations. And so, I don't judge her on that at all. She gets to spend her money however she chooses. If she wants to eat out all the time, do it. I'm not a person who has people to come clean my house, but I have friends who do, and I have friends who say, look, don't do that, because that's, with all the things that you have going on, you should let somebody else do that. The reason I tend to not do it is because sometimes, one, well, if you look at it now, you'd be like, yeah, you need some help. But no, I really don't, because I know everything goes. It's just timing. But the thing is, I would need somebody to be in my mind, and can't anybody be in my mind with what I got going on. And some of the stuff I have going on would be a copyright issue, because I'd have to kill somebody if they can get my copyright stuff, or get my stuff and copyright under their names. If you heard that, that's the refrigerator, and it's getting ready to make some ice or something. So, I don't do that because it is a relief. And like I said, I don't mind doing it. It was all in my discipline of, I get up, take my shower, because, Johnny, I'm a morning shower person. And I can do nights too, especially like if I work out, I do like to. But there's been an occasion where I haven't. But you don't need to know about that. But what I'm saying is that Mirla has a right to live her life, to do what she has wanted to do. because she's been alone. She hasn't had to consider somebody else. So why would Gil want her to live as if she has a husband when she didn't? She just got a husband. And when you get a husband, then you'll adjust. And when they put her with him, my thought was, okay, when he said he liked the salsa dance, I wasn't trying to judge. I was like, that's great, because a lot of Hispanic people like the salsa. But I looked at those shoes he had on. And then when they put him with her, I was like, oh man, that's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem for him. It's going to be a problem for her if he doesn't want to get rid of those shoes. Because those shoes were cheap. I don't like that. I'm not talking about him. Can you separate that from me? Because he's a handsome guy. He looked good when they went out on a date together, when they were on their honeymoon. But those were some cheap shoes, cheap jeans. Everything he had on was cheap. Now, it'll work, but he knew better. He, as a man, and those big feet he got, he should not have on cheap shoes. Because you saw he about to walk right out of them shoes. They were like socks. He could have put another pair of shoes over those. So, he is going to have to get up off some money. Because if he's going to be with her, you can afford some Nikes. You're a fireman. You can afford that. He'd do better. But anyway. So I'm just saying, as far as that shopping goes, she doesn't have to say I'm sorry to anybody. She don't have to worry about it. Nobody needs to know how much money she saved or anything. She's worked hard for what she has. And that's all great. Now, and looking at her house and her closet, I was like, well, she's probably working with the size that she has, that she can get. She probably, she might want a house, but might not want to make that investment right now. Because I'm a shopper. And, I got the clothes. Now, I don't have a custom closet either, as much as I like to shop. I don't have a custom one. And it's just since it wasn't custom when I went in it, I was like, I wasn't going to spend money on getting that done. I could buy some more clothes and shoes and purses and jewelry. So I understand everything that she has going on. I'm sure she has her house, everything organized. She probably has food deliveries, people to clean. I know people who don't have children, and they still have somebody come clean their house. Now that we can get food delivered, they have all that. I'm not mad at Myrla in not one sense. Gil is going to have to come up off some money to start investing. She probably is going to agree with him that if they want to invest in real estate or something, that they should. She's probably going to end up agreeing because it's going to make sense. And she is smart and she is rational. So it's not going to be a problem with that. That's not something he needs to discount at this time because they are just getting married. So sometimes you got to grow into things. All I can say about the girls is all of the ladies are ladies. They're girly girls. They like the stuff. I can't think of one that doesn't like stuff. Even Bao, she knows how to get a good sale, so she likes some stuff. She may not be the girliest of girl, but she's as girly of a girl as I've seen most Asian women to be. So then I made a note for Marilyn. Do not, where's my camera? Do not ever tell people, especially men, how much money you spend on stuff. Oh my God. Don't tell people that. People don't need to know. My husband is a shopper. But he wants to sell all my stuff. He always talk about how much money he can make off selling my stuff. Don't sell my stuff. You got your own stuff. You got all that Polo and Lauren this and that and this, that and other. Sell your own stuff. Don't go selling my stuff. Yeah, I buy nice stuff. Don't go selling it. But I'm going to tell you this here. This top I got on right now. This is a dress from Walmart. This is a dress. I'm not going to go full length for you. It's a dress I got from Walmart. I saw it. It was cute. They had a coral color one. I got that too. So I can go up and down. I had it I was wearing it with the shoes. They were cheap too. I got them from City Trend, but they match. I got a pair of pink and the coral, and they match with this and that. And I probably got them because they did match. But the purse I got was designer that I wore with it today. It was designer. But what I was saying is, don't tell people how much you spend on your stuff, because then they figuring out how they can get money out of you, how they can stop you from spending money. Why you spending money? Why you spend that much when you could have went to this place? Da 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 da. You got that because you like that and you wanted that, and if you want it, you are entitled to it. You worked hard. Okay. The other thing I had to say that kind of bothered me was, Gil, you're going to stop calling her a princess unless you are the prince of your castle. And most men want it to be termed as they are the king of their castle. So call her a queen. She is a queen. She is a queen. And no, I'm not against a guy being called a queen. But a woman who is the queen of her castle is a queen. A princess is the children y'all gonna have. She is a queen. Address her as such. She is the queen. And if you're gonna keep letting that dog kiss you, or however you want to term it, you wouldn't be getting no kisses from me either. Because I'm just telling you. I don't know if I said it in one of the other videos or not, but yeah, I was that child, one of my cousins who really is a veterinarian right now. She, we were all playing when we were little. And we had little suckers, you know, those little cute little suckers that they used to have. They still got them out. About 5 cents. They probably were 3 cents or something then. I don't know. They might be the same price now. But anyway, she was letting the cat lick her sucker. I let the cat lick my sucker. And then, of course, you know we were kids, so I started back sucking. I was 4 years old. Lo and behold, I got sick. I don't like bananas now because they gave me banana-flavored medicine. My mom had to put suppositories up my booty. Yes, I remember that because she used to take me in the room by myself and she would do that, and I just thought that was the weirdest thing. I had to take the banana flavored medicine because I ended up getting sick and I was a child. Did I say this in another video? If I did, I hate to repeat it, but anyway. If I didn't, what happened was I got some kind of infection and it hurt when I had to pee, and so that's why I had to tell my mom. So anyway, I'm not in agreement with kissing animals. I'm not even petting zoos, touching animals, because I have sensitivities. Like, you see this gray, I can't color this because I got sensitivity issues and I can't color my hair. So I just am not agree with that. Now, I'm not per se allergic to animals, but well, you're not supposed to be kissing and sucking suckers behind them anyway. So this video is kind of going on a little longer than I thought. So I think, well, hey, let me just go on, because it doesn't take a whole lot to do everybody else, I guess. Zach and Michaela. I'm just going to say this here. One of y'all, both of y'all need to change, because y'all really tripping hard. Zach, if you've gotten this in the past, what are you doing to get this? That's what I wrote down here. Leaving and not saying goodbye, see you later, something. I have a husband of 19 years and he's done that for years. And I might be in the shower and he'll just pop up and leave. And I'm not coming out thinking I'm talking to him and he's gone. And he's done it for years, and I've told him, and he's done it. So did I divorce him? I just don't care if he pops up and leave. He just pops up and leave. Because some people got something going on that they feel that that's not important, or if they know that it's important to you, they're gonna sometimes do things just to aggravate you, and I don't have time for it. But is it worth getting a divorce? Not just that one thing. Not just that one thing. And I don't like it. One of our sons, but I heard it stupid son. We talked about that, and he said he didn't like it, and that's his daddy because that's what he does. And so, after you tell a person, because you, regardless of who you with, you got to teach them how to treat you. You have to tell them what you like and what you don't like. So if a person continues to do that, you got to decide if that's a reason. You can put it on your list, but then if you read 1 Corinthians 13 and it talks about love, you're not supposed to keep a record of wrongs. So, as one of my friends told me, she said she would try to deal with stuff and empty it after so many days. She would say a month, but maybe you maybe not keep it that long. I don't know. You have to determine for yourself. And I have to say she's divorced, but her husband, he did more than 1, 2, 3, 4 things. It was just no keeping it. You couldn't keep up with the record of wrongs. So, but then with mine, I mean, I can't say mine is better than hers. I can't say he's better than hers. So, but I'm just going to say, if you've had problems with somebody doing certain things to you in the past, look at you and see was there something that you did. That's something my dad said to me years ago back when I was in college. Not dating, dating relationship, but it was my sister and I were having an argument. And I was telling her something that she did to maybe make me mad. And he said, well, what did you do? And I'm like, what is he talking about? The golden child. I do no wrong. I'm calling you so you can say, yeah, she wrong. So anyway, maybe she the golden child. I don't know. But anyway, I got so mad at him. But, over the years, I continue to remember that. What did I do that made her do what she did? It's very possible that you're doing something that makes people keep treating you a certain way. But he came back and said that he didn't say goodbye because she said she doesn't like people waking her up. So Michaela, I never could get that name right. You got to decide which way you want this. See, you're a person who you can't make up your mind. You don't know what makes you happy. Decide what is making you happy. And then you're going to move out. Are you moving out because of him? Because of something in the past? What is it? Because it's not your daddy dying. Because it's your husband. Even if your daddy was alive, you shouldn't have done that. So, he just got back. He just had COVID. What if he wanted to go and just tell his parents he was okay? I know you're his wife, but what if he just wanted to let them know and let them see him, and his mom wanted to love on him and make sure that her baby was okay? You're going to move out? Y'all need to change. Y'all act like y'all got 5 years in and y'all don't even have 5 days. Ugh. Jose and Rachel. Okay, y'all know Jose think he's perfect. What man doesn't? But Jose think he's perfect. Now I can't believe he don't want Rachel to keep those souvenirs. Pencils. 52 pencils. Oh, I wish I had sat downstairs so y'all can see how many cups of pencils I have. And they ain't got nothing to do with no souvenirs. I can go right now and in my purse get 10 pens out. I collect dip pens, calligraphy pens. I got a whole storage container thing full of different types of pens, the inks, and books that tell you how to do the different types of calligraphy. So, Jose, you would throw me out. Like they said, throw the baby out with the bathwater. Don't throw. That's what they tell you. Don't, because you love the baby, but the bathwater dirty. They probably peed in and pooped in. Don't throw the baby out with the water. Okay? Because nobody is perfect. And then, not only is it because it's pens, they're souvenirs, so they're precious to her in the way that she's traveled. If I could show you all the mugs, thimbles, shot glasses, that I have from my travels. I even got a rock from one of my travels. I was in Desert Storm. I got a rock from there. Just this big old ugly rock. But it was pretty to me. And I keep it. Everywhere I've ever gone, I still that rock is right upstairs. Whew. It will make you scream, Jose. You know, you got to learn how to share. You don't share well with others. Not only do you not get along, you don't share your space. You want her to come into your home and be perfectly content with not having any of her things, any things that she likes. So you all probably are going to have to move out of that home and get into another one, because you don't even want to make space for her pencils. She's going to need either pads or tampons. She's going to need space for makeup, because all that stuff that you like that's perfect about her, it takes up space. She's going to need a closet for her shoes and clothes, and she might be the kind of girl that may not have but 2 or 3 bags, purses, but she got stuff. She has stuff. She has books, magazines, something that she likes besides traveling. Her sports memorabilia, she has that. You're going to have to make room for her, not just in your heart, not just in your mind, but in your home. Now, as far as what they're saying about the finances, she hasn't come around, but she's at an age where she's getting ready to come around, because she's married. And one thing you can know about women is we're givers and we're receivers in the way that our body has to receive a man. And so we have a weakness. There's a vulnerability. So